Have you ever wondered why the King of Kings, the Savior of the world, was born not in a grand palace, but in a humble stable? Why a manger, a simple feeding trough for animals, became the first cradle for God's own Son? It's a question that goes to the very heart of the Christmas story, and the answer reveals the profound, world-changing love of God. Imagine the scene that first Christmas night. The air is still and cold, the world is wrapped in darkness. But then, a star, brighter than any ever seen, pierces the night sky. It's not just a celestial event, it's a divine announcement. A beacon of hope, guiding the weary to a place of wonder. This star didn't lead to a throne room shimmering with gold and jewels, but to a lowly manger in Bethlehem. Why? Because God was doing something entirely new. He was turning the world's idea of power and greatness completely upside down. Human kings build thrones to sit above people, to command from a distance. They surround themselves with wealth and might to display their authority, but our God chose to come down. He chose to be near us, to be with us, in the most vulnerable way possible. In that manger, we see the heart of God laid bare. He didn't come as a conquering warlord, but as a helpless infant. He wasn't wrapped in royal purple, but in simple swaddling cloths. His first visitors weren't dignitaries and nobles, but humble, working-class shepherds, men who were considered outsiders in their own society. God was sending a clear message from the very beginning. This kingdom is for everyone. No one is too lowly, too poor, or too insignificant to come to him. The door is open to all. Think about the humility of it all. The creator of the universe, the one who spoke galaxies into existence, confined himself to the tiny, fragile body of a baby. He who owns everything had nothing. He chose poverty over riches, weakness over power, obscurity over fame. This wasn't an accident. It was a deliberate choice. It was an act of a love so deep, it's hard to fully comprehend. Jesus emptied himself, as the Apostle Paul would later write, to show us the true nature of God. A throne represents power, judgment, and distance. A manger represents humility, accessibility, and nourishment. Jesus didn't come to be served, but to serve. He came to be the bread of life, the spiritual food that nourishes our souls. How fitting that his first bed was a trough, a place of feeding. From his very first breath, he was showing us that he is the source of our sustenance, our hope, and our life. This choice also foreshadows his entire life and mission. He would consistently choose the humble over the proud. He would eat with tax collectors and sinners, touch the untouchable, and welcome the outcasts. His life was a journey from the manger to the cross, another symbol of humility and sacrifice. He didn't seize power. He laid it down. He didn't wear a crown of gold, but a crown of thorns. He didn't sit on a throne of judgment, but hung on a cross of salvation. The manger teaches us that God's ways are not our ways. We seek to climb up, to gain status, to be recognized. God comes down. He stoops to our level, enters our mess, and meets us right where we are. The manger is an invitation. It tells us that no matter how messy our lives feel, no matter how insignificant we think we are, God has made a place for us. He is not a distant, unapproachable deity. He is Emmanuel, God with us. So this Christmas, as we see images of the nativity scene, let's look past the quaint, peaceful picture. Let's see the radical, world-altering truth it represents. The God of the universe chose a manger to demonstrate a love that is humble, a power that is found in service, and a kingdom that is open to all who come to him with a simple, trusting faith. He chose the manger to show us that the way to true greatness is the path of humility. He came not to a throne, but to a trough, so that one day he could lead us to a home. The greatest gift wasn't just the baby, but the message his cradle proclaimed, that God as love reaches down to the lowest places to lift us up. As we reflect on this profound truth, may our hearts be filled with awe and gratitude. The King has come, not with a scepter, but with open arms. He is not on a distant throne, but right here with us, in the midst of our lives. That is the miracle of the manger. That is the heart of Christmas. Thank you for watching. May you have a blessed and meaningful Christmas season. Don't forget to share, and subscribe for more content that explores the depths of faith. God bless you.